Well, that was a pretty impressive performance from England, Alan.
Very good second half. Switched Phil Foden and Marcus Rashford either side.
And deserves credit for that because, you know, some people are saying sometimes that, you know, the substitutions, the changes he makes tactically, he did one. I mean, obviously the first one's a free kick, so it didn't make any difference in that sense, but it made a difference.
No, but the way they pressed, the way they passed the ball, certainly a lot quicker. And of course, it helps when you get that first goal because everything changes. But it was a really impressive second half performance and thoroughly deserving. Marcus Rashford, what a game here! What a second half!
I know.
Incredible.
He's playing himself in the team, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, just goes to show, doesn't it? He wasn't in the team at the start of the tournament. He brings him on, he scores. Now look at him. He's joint top scorer of the World Cup. He's in with a great shout of the Golden Boot.
Yeah. That's World Cups for you. Anything can happen. You never know. A word on Wales. It wasn't to be. If you look at it really, I mean, you compare the players from one side and the other. There was England way superior.
Yeah, there was a big gulf in quality tonight, I think.
But they battled away.
No, I think tonight was better in terms of performance. I know we lost the game, but where we went wrong was in the first two games. I think we came into the World Cup a little bit hesitant, waiting to see what happens instead of being on the front foot and taking it, you know, straight to USA in that first half of that first game, and then we was always on the back foot. You know, tonight was what it was. We didn't have really enough quality, I don't think, within the 90 minutes.
Yeah.
But it was before that. You know, and the wider picture for Wales is trying to qualify for consecutive tournaments over and over and building on, you know, the lessons that need to be learnt from this World Cup and rebuilding the team because I'm guessing some guys might finish now.
Yeah. Tough watch for you, Ian, in the second half.
Yeah, very tough, I think. But when you look at it now, to qualify for the World Cup is a major achievement. But they've set themselves standards now, and they've got to maintain them standards now. We've qualified since 2016. We've qualified for two Euros. Now the World Cup, and the next stage now is to qualify for the next World Cup.
Yeah, got some young players coming through as well.
Yeah, because I think the most important thing is like the grassroots. You know, financially, they get some money for it, and we need to invest that into the grassroots in Wales.
Yeah. Rio, overall, it was a good, solid performance in the first half, which was the platform for some great football in the second.
Yeah, it was, and I think the second half really give you a taste of what we felt England should play like. I think we asked before the game, high press, energy, aggressive without the ball. And I think you look at the team, when you feed off of those little elements there, then you get the quality and the flamboyance that we can have in this team. But you have to have that first bit, and I think we've got the profile of players to really execute that game plan.
We talked, didn't we, before the game about, you know, you've got to keep things in balance. Don't get too carried away when they're going well, like we probably will now, obviously, for England anyway. But likewise, you said before the game against USA, you know, that it wasn't a. You know, it's perspective, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and you can't get too carried away. And again, no disrespect to this Wales team. We're going to have tougher opposition coming up in this competition, no doubt.
Well,
and you've got to, but you've got to beat what's in front of you.
Yeah.
And today, I thought we executed the game plan perfectly well. First half, we were sitting there saying we can do more, could be more creative. The second half came out and absolutely blew Wales away.
Yeah.
It's always that first goal, isn't it, that you need? It makes such a big difference. We've seen so many games in this World Cup. We said it at half time. So many games that, you know, dominant in the first half, and then some. You get a bit more space, a little bit more tired. The game gets stretched a little bit. I mean, although England, it was just after half time, and suddenly there were 2 goals in a couple of minutes.
It was a wonderful strike, and I was actually sat in here saying, "Go on, hit it the goalkeeper's side." I mean,
was it a foul though? Oh, he did look. Oh yeah, I think it was. Got him there.
See him,
I don't know.
Oh, did he buy it?
I don't see no foul there.
Yeah, well, he's probably flicked his leg at him. Bit clever, but.
I mean,
but what a free kick.
The keeper. Is at fault here. I mean, it's a wonderful strike, but it's the keeper's side. There's no point in having a wall if you're not going to trust it. He's bouncing, he's jumping, he's going over the wall.
That's also, they've probably worked on that, England, because they've got like 3 players that are making it difficult for the goalkeeper to see. Clever tactically.
No, it's good. It's very good from Marcus. There's no doubt about that. But the keeper should do better.
This is the celebrations in London.
Go on.
Yeah, there we go.
All that water flying around.
And this is the reaction in Cardiff. Just try and spot the England fan if you can. There. I mean, she's very brave, really, to do that there. It's a bit cruel showing that, I think. But Marcus Rashford. Wow. I mean, what a turnaround. himself saying he's not performed best. He was probably getting distracted off the field. He's come back this season. He's gradually got his way back into the Manchester United team, Rio. This is the Rashford that is a threat. He's dangerous in many ways. When he plays like this, yes, sometimes it might not happen, but he's going past players, he's beating players, he's having attempts on goal. A little bit similar to Vinicius Junior, where they recognise that sometimes they might not give the ball away, but they recognise the talent and encourage him.
I think all of this stems from one element: working hard and getting back to basics. Off the ball, pressing. He didn't look happy for a while. Didn't have a smile on his face. When you've got a smiling, confident, hard-working Marcus Rashford, he's a devastating player and a game changer. And every time he faced up the fullback today, I heard Ash saying here today, he looks scary as a defender. You get you 1v1. He's got the pace to go past you. He's got imagination, and he can finish. But I think it all stemmed from the basics, fundamentals of football, which is graft and hard work, which he kind of went away from, I think, last season. He's back to it, and him, when you look at him now, I look at him and think the big players around the world in this tournament, they'll be looking and going, wow, Marcus Rashford. And he's played himself into the team.
What do you think of him, Ian?
I think he's excellent. I think he's full of confidence now. And you're going to need him if you're going to go all the way. You need to be him to be like he was today, because he was fantastic today.
I think it's fantastic for the England manager that you've got so many options. I mean, there's an argument to when you Saka and Sterling and Grealish and so many options the manager. So when you get your opportunity, like we were all saying, Foden should have been playing. He put him in tonight, so he had to go out and he had to perform. It's simple, and he did that. So then the manager said, well, OK, I have to be in for the next game. Great to have as the manager, and for us as fans.
I bet he's chuffed. Let's see if he is. Here he is with Kelly Summers.
Marcus, congratulations. Your 2 goals just helped England into the knockout stages of the World Cup. How good does that feel?
Yeah, it's obviously a great feeling. To be honest, we was a little bit disappointed as a team after the last game against USA. I thought we could have played a lot better, and the only way to bounce back from that is to have a good performance in your next game, and I thought we'd done that. First half, we defended brilliantly. We didn't give them really any opportunities. I think they had one shot, and it was just about us just killing the game off early and taking the chances when they came.
When that free kick was awarded, was there ever any doubt you were going to take it, and did you know it was in straight away?
Do you know what? I fancied one in the first half, but to be fair, the one in the second half was in a better position. And from there, it's just about being calm and just trying to execute what you practice in training. They don't go in often, but I'm pleased that I went in today.
I was going to say, was the key being patient tonight, because you had so much of the ball, but not too many clear-cut chances? Yeah,
100%. At half-time, the manager said we've played really well, but the one thing that we can work better on is shots on that goal. I think we only had 2 or 3 in the first half, so we wanted to work the keeper more. We wanted to keep getting in dangerous positions, which I thought we was doing in the first half, but the second half we made them count.
For you personally, 3 goals already in this tournament. You're joint top scorer. You've spoken of the difficult couple of years you've had. Is that smile coming back on your face now?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, moments like this is what I play football for. The biggest moments, the best moments, and yeah, I'm really happy today. I'm happy that we're going through to the next round of the tournament, and hopefully we can build on this performance, because I have massive ambition for this team, and I think we can play even better than what we showed today.
Well played tonight, Marcus.
Well, the free kick we just talked about was actually the first one to hit the back of the net in this tournament directly, and the last one at a World Cup was Kieran Trippier's 4 years ago in the semi-final. I just want to confirm that USA have won. They won by 1-0, so they'll go through and they will face Netherlands. The second goal, fabulous football. Rashford on the other side of it closed him down. Alan. And it was virtually straight from the kickoff, wasn't it? The way they went after him, we sent them to go and press and have all that energy. They did exactly that, full of confidence because of the goal that they scored. They're all backing each other up. They're going as a team there, and then deservedly win the ball. I mean, what a ball this is. We said about Harry Kane, he knows where to put that ball. He doesn't even have to look. That's 3 assists for Harry Kane. The tournament is the top assist maker, if that's such a thing. He's ahead of everyone else.
It's a quality cross.
Same with the assist type as the one in the first game.
Yeah, it is very similar. He doesn't look. not once, because he knows where he would like the ball, so he puts that ball into that area. And
I think every striker likes the ball in that area, don't they?
Perfect.
Great moment for Phil Ford.
Fantastic.
It all comes from that press, doesn't it? That aggressive press. And I think any team that's watching this England team right now, regardless of the opposition, will be thinking, "Oh, these are going to be."
I suppose the next step for England actually really is to play that way against one of the top sides. You know that, because sometimes when they play the top sides, even against USA, it was like deeper, a little bit cautious. So understandably, a point was enough to get them through.
Yeah, but I think that USA game probably came at the right time in terms of for the tournament for England, where they was off it a little bit.
Yeah.
So they got that out of the way and they didn't lose the game. And now they come out today firing, pressing, high energy, quick, clever, sharp play. And do you know what I mean? I think that instead of having that game later in the tournament, they had it earlier, and now it kind of give them a little bit of a perk up.
Yeah. Rashford's second goal, great bit of individual play, probably another keeper's error, really.
Yeah, he's full of confidence, aren't they? The team at this point. Great ball over the top. His run. It's fantastic skill. Once he gets into the rhythm, moves it onto his left foot. Again, the goalkeeper should do better. But his little spin, you can see there you go, goes short, and he's away. Defender thinks it's going in front of him. He loses his position.
Great football again from England.
3 goals, joint top scorer of the World Cup.
I know.
You know what's
Just saying, like in the first half, from when England had the ball around the Wales box, you guys are all shouting, "Have a shot, have a shot, shift it and shoot, shift it and shoot." Yeah. And these are the type of things that happen when you're full of confidence and you don't overthink it. A little bit of skill, get it at your feet, shoot. The goalkeeper should save it, Wardy, but doesn't when he gets his goal.
Yeah, and it's the speed with which he does it. It doesn't let the defenders get back.
Well, there you go. How about that? Only three games in, but he certainly played himself in the starting lineup. Kylian Mbappe is probably the favourite amongst those to go. He's so special. Cody Gakpo, very exciting young player for the Netherlands. Enner Valencia's already out, obviously. And lots of players on too. It's early days, but let's get a Wales reaction. Dan James.
Dan, you came up against a very good England side this evening.
Yeah, we always knew it was going to be tough coming into the game. I thought we defended well at times, but obviously, they can score of anything. They scored a great free kick, and we conceded so early after that, and it kind of killed us a little bit. And then obviously we've gone on to win 3-0, but no, we're obviously super good.
Those 2 goals in quick succession, how difficult was it to keep your heads high at that point?
Yeah, of course it is. Against these top teams, to concede 1 and try and get back in the game is always tough. But 2 in 5 minutes is, this is the level. It's very hard to come back, and the game left us a little bit after that. As I said, yeah, they can go out of anything. They're a good team, but we've just got to look at ourselves. We're super proud, to be here. We'll concentrate, on qualifying for that next Euros now, and I just want to say thank all the fans, everyone that come out here and supported us. You've been absolutely unbelievable. So yeah.
After those 2 goals, just after half-time Wales did rally for a while and had 1 or 2 kind of half opportunities.
Yeah, they kept on going. Yeah, I think 2 goals in the first 5 minutes, really, and it was difficult, but they kept on going. And Joe Allen,
it was in the first
maybe hit the
half,
target. Nothing hit the target, but in fairness, they didn't give in. That's the thing I like about this Welsh series. It's all
right to the very final whistle,
and they're playing for the supporters. There's 3,000 Welsh supporters have come over for this, and they didn't want to let them down, and they didn't. Dan was a bit unlucky there, and it was a cross or a shot.
I think you could see the difference tonight to the other games in terms of they felt like they owed the supporters that have travelled far a good performance, and the supporters. The Red Wall are always a credit to Wales whenever they travel. So, and they were, and I think that they gave them a little bit. They gave them a little bit.
In the first game, I just thought they got a bit nervous and it was too slow. And I think the first time in the World Cup,
a bit understandable.
Exactly,
isn't it?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Big
Second
deal.
half against they got into it, but I think it was that first 45 minutes in the first game that most probably cost them the place to go into knockout stages.
We can hear from Rob Page. He's with Catherine Helleth.
Rob, how tough a result is that one to take?
Yeah, very tough at this moment in time. I thought first half we were outstanding. I really did. The effort they put in without the ball was exceptional. We addressed it half-time. We could have been a little bit better with the ball again. But I won't have a bad word said about that group of players. They've given everything today. And the first goal's a wonderful strike. The second one disappoints me a little bit. But I don't want to talk about negatives today. The boys have put a shift in. We're disappointed to leave the tournament. But if we're 5 minutes before half-time, he tried to get to half-time, which he did. But he felt his hamstring. Joe Allen, you know, it's the first 90 minutes for ages, and he's thrown everything at it. Ben Davies had to come off with an injury. You know, we've had to put Ethan to right back because it was just a massive effort from all the group, and I couldn't be more proud of them, honestly. To get here is a massive achievement.
And that second half side, was that a glimpse into the future of Welsh football, possibly?
Well, by then I needed, and my hand was forced a little bit, but I needed to expose some of them, like Ruben coming on and getting valuable minutes at this level. Joe Morrell, we know what he can do for us. He's played time and time again. So, yeah, look, my message is don't be disappointed. That, you know, we've got to build for the future again now, and just having got to the World Cup is an unbelievable achievement for that group of players.
Rob, thank you.
Thank you.
Rob Page, you got them there. That's important. Where does he stand now, do you think? Obviously, he came in under difficult circumstances.
No, I think he's just got to build for the future now. No, there's lots of good young kids there. So I think you've got to start looking for the Euros. No, that's more importantly. And the big questions, Gareth and Aaron Ramsey, are they going to continue to play?
Yeah.
Hopefully they do, for a bit of experience against the younger ones.
Yeah. What did you take out of the tournament in terms of...
I think you just get that.
Having played in a major tournament and done well yourself.
And we didn't back it up. We didn't qualify for the World Cup after Euro 16, which was just really disappointing. But they've gone on to qualify for 2 tournaments now. So that's the main focus, to keep trying to do that. But I think for Rob Page now, it's a little bit of a rebuild, and he needs to find...
Does he keep the job?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I don't see why not. I don't see why not. But I think he needs to find this current team's identity a little bit. We had ours in 2016, which was steely, hard to beat, but I think he's got...
I think you had better players in 2016. I don't want to be disrespectful to these.
More leadership in terms of the group as well, like yourself, Charles as well, the left back. But you could pull people around, and as good a leader Gareth Bale is, he's not a communicator who's going to cajole people and marshal people.
He's also obviously well past his prime.
Do you think, as hard as everyone worked out there, do you think there'll be a part of that squad thinking we didn't do as well as
he's also obviously well past his prime.
Do you think, as hard as everyone worked out there, do you think there'll be a part of that squad thinking we didn't do as well as
100%.
We're better than what we've shown in this tournament?
The players? Yeah, 100%. I think they know that they can perform better than they have in the 3 games, and they'll be disappointed with that. But they qualified, they got the Wales to the World Cup, but I think they know they could have done better.
What will they learn, particularly the younger players, from this experience here?
I think it's all the atmosphere. You know, I think that's what it's all about. No, I've never played in the World Cup, but I think it's all about the atmosphere.
Which is a great shame, I have to say, but one of the absolute finest.
I just think it's the atmosphere and the experience. That's why I'd like to see the experienced players carrying on to help the younger ones as well.
All right, let's switch back to England now, and one of England's young players who is breathtaking for me, Jude Bellingham. I mean, God blimey.
Yeah,
extraordinary.
I've never heard you, Gary, make so many noises in this box, in this studio.
It excites me, Rio. I make no apologies for that.
I never thought I'd hear someone make no more noises than me. But he was fabulous in spells, and just the cameos that he put together, the skill set that he has, his presence on the pitch at this young age, at 19 years old. Look at this here. Spinning, pirouetting. He's obviously been to ballet school. But he was beautiful, and I think at times he plays with an experience that he looks like that goes beyond his years. I think that he's somebody who I think even right now other players are looking at to do things and to produce moments in the game. And I think he's somebody who can play through the different levels of the pitch as well. He's as equally as comfortable receiving the ball off the back 4 as he is here marauding through the midfield and being at the number 10 spot. And I think he's somebody, I don't know yet what he's going to be.
Yeah.
Is he going to be a Steven Gerrard type, a Lampard type, or is he going to be maybe a defensive midfielder?
Do you think sometimes we fall into that trap of just trying to put players into boxes that other players were? Or I mean, this fella, it seems to me, it's for a midfield player, he looks like he's got absolutely everything.
He's got some engine on him. His energy is incredible. From the first minute to the last minute, he's the one that's trying to get up there and still trying to drive England forward. Isn't he? He's very.
He's 19.
Yeah, that's what I was good. What I love about him is he's come to the World Cup and he says, I'm going to dictate this. I'm going to make things happen. I don't really care who else is in the midfield with me or who we're against. Yeah. I'm going to make it happen.
Yeah. Well, here he is, Jude Bellingham with Kelly.
Congratulations, job done into the knockouts. How do you assess the team's performance tonight?
I think you saw in the first game was a really good attacking display. The second game we defended our box really well, and I think today you got a mix of both. So really happy. That's the aim coming into this game, was to make sure we tied them both up, and we did. So yeah, it's a good performance from us.
As we walked over here, you heard that Marcus Rashford had got Player of the Match, and you jokingly said, didn't you, Rashy got Player of the Match? You can't have been surprised. How pleased were you for him tonight?
So happy for him, man. What a performance! It was brilliant. You know, when he gets the ball and he's got that freedom to take people on, and you know his end product's so good as well. The free kick is, you know, in a game like this, there's big pressure on a free kick like that, and the way he's delivered is brilliant, and he put us in a really good position for the rest of the match. So yeah, obviously deservingly Player of the Match.
The manager did make changes tonight, but did we see just how good England could be in an attacking sense? Because of course everyone's been talking about Phil Foden, and he scored as well.
Yeah, we've got loads of depth in those attacking areas, and whoever comes on always seems to make an impact. Whether it's from the start or from the change of personnel doesn't really affect the style or the performance of the team, which is, you know, quite rare, if we're being honest. So yeah, really happy for Phil tonight, who's had, you know, quite a bit of pressure on him the last few days, given all the kind of the attention, but he's just showed today how good he is again.
As for the midfield battle as well, that was somewhere that Wales identified coming into today. Did you feel that winning that battle was key to the win as well?
Yeah, I think we had a high energy today. I think we realised that in the game the other day we weren't aggressive enough. We were a little bit too passive. So it was important for us to kind of be a bit more on the front foot. And you know, Hendo brings that intensity every time he plays. And when he gives you that confidence to go and press, I can push on, and then Deck can be aggressive. And we won a lot of balls really high up the pitch, which was key for us retaining the pressure and keeping them under.
Senegal on Sunday. Well done tonight.
Thank you very much. Let's go.
He can't be 19, he must be 29, surely. And he's actually, obviously is, he became the youngest player with 19 years, 153 days to win 20 caps for England behind only...
Rooney.
Rooney, yeah, correct, yeah. He was 19 years and 24 days. Wow. Well, that's good company, good company.
Mature.
What does Gareth Southgate do now? Who does he play? He's got options. Obviously, you know, tough opposition lies ahead. Senegal. African teams have rallied well in this tournament, so...
Yeah, I think they have, but I think he's got, like I said earlier, this is the place he wants to be. He wants to have these type of problems.
Yeah.
He's not searching for players for form. No. He's got players that are playing at the peak of their powers at the moment, who are giving him a lovely problem to have. And Rashford right now, he's probably the one that you're saying he can't come out of the team.
Yeah. Gareth Southgate, you know, obviously everyone in England, back in England, everyone thinks they, you know, this player should play, that player should play. But he's always calm, isn't he? And he seems to have garnered that togetherness that's important.
Yeah, I think he's got a good squad of players. The most important part is when to play them. They all need to get a bit of playing time as well. Yeah. And the more they get playing time, the more confident they'll get.
Yeah.
They have got a strong squad.
Yeah. We saw that with Kyle Walker, didn't he? They brought him in today, gave him some time on the pitch. Probably looking ahead, I suspect, to the quarter-final, possibly, if they beat Senegal, and Mbappe, because he's probably the only fullback that can cope with Mbappe with his pace.
Yeah, and he's the only one who probably would say to Mbappe, come on then, me, you want race, let's go.
And he was excellent. He's not played for months.
Yeah, and physically, he's possibly one of the best defenders around. He's so quick on the transition, but also defensively.
We can hear from the boss, Gareth Southgate.
Gareth, you said to me before you wanted a performance that was good going forward and defensively as well. Did you get that tonight?
Yeah, I think we did. Thought in the first half we really controlled the game, but we didn't create enough clear chances. Just Marcus's one we ran in behind. So we wanted a little bit more thrust and threaten that final third, play forward a little bit quicker. The second half, once we got the 2 goals, we knew that their spirit had probably gone. It's been a tough tournament for them. And I thought we kept our discipline and quality right the way to the end.
2 goals for Marcus Rashford. We've spoken a lot about him, and you said you wanted him to get his smile back. How much does he deserve tonight?
Yeah, it's great for him. He has trained really well, I have to say. You know, he's really been impressive since he came back in with us. And he could have had a hat-trick, really. Couldn't need a chance in the first half, the one at the near post in the second. So, and the free kicks, that is what he is capable of. It's an incredible strike, really.
And Phil Foden, we've talked a lot about him as well in the build-up to this one. Did he show maybe why people are so excited by him?
Yeah, look, in moments I thought both of them were a bit quiet in the first half. We decided to switch wings, and we thought that might allow them to go on the outside, but also the chance to come in. And they responded really well, and of course for them both to get the goals is great.
You are, of course, group winners. You'll go through and face Senegal on Sunday. But word on the atmosphere and the England fans here tonight, because it felt like it was really positive. It felt like major tournaments of the past in recent years.
Yeah. I mean, I've played in front of England crowds like that. It's an amazing feeling when you go to a tournament and you see them in such numbers when you consider how far they've had to travel. So, very special night for them. It's a nice night for us. It's obviously a big game that comes with a lot of additional pressure, but I thought we dealt with that really well, and we were calm, and we showed our quality.
Well done tonight, Gareth.
Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you very much. See you in the week.
Some nice pictures at the end here. The players greeting their families. There's Jordan Pickford. Didn't have much to do tonight, of course, so he's going to sit down. He doesn't need to sit down. He's the only one who didn't do any running, really. Jack Grealish as well. This is nice, isn't it? The Gaz says, just relax now. Go and meet your family. There's Harry Kane. You know them anyway. You don't need me to tell you. Mm-hmm. I'm surprised he's not running. He just seems to run.
It's such a relaxed environment that he's created there, and I think that goes a long way. I think it shows in the way that the togetherness of this squad. I remember being in squads when it was quite fractured and it was us against the media, etc. He's brought this group really well together, and they're a unit, and that's going to be something that they have to lean on at the stages of this tournament.
I think what needs to be, we said it straight after the game, and I think it needs to be said again, because Gareth takes criticism at sometimes because of not making the right decisions or substitutions at the right time, etc.
And it's always easy after the event.
Yeah, absolutely. he made a decision at half-time to switch Foden and Rashford over, and it worked perfectly. And he also made a decision to start them because, as I said beforehand, there's been a lot of clamour for us included, to get Foden into the team. So he's made those decisions. He's changed them at half-time. It's worked perfectly. He's got the result, scored the goals again. So credit where it's due. Yeah,
credit. I mean, there's a couple of statistics I've got here. Firstly, it was 100 England goals at World Cups, which is and there's 7 nations to do it. All of the others are previous winners, except for Uruguay. They're the only team of the previous winners that's not scored 100 goals. Let's go back to Wales, and is it the end of a career? Certainly for Wales, for Gareth Bale. Here he is.
Gareth, take us into that changing room. A disappointment to your campaign.
Yeah, no, everyone's disappointed. But no, I think we're all proud of what we've achieved to get here, to do something no other Welsh team has done to qualify. We have to look how far we've come. Of course, we would have loved to have gone past the group, but football's difficult. It's not always easy. Teams go through good runs and bad runs, and we didn't quite live up to our expectations this tournament, but we'll take massive experience from it, and going forward we really need to look at how far we've come, and to be at a World Cup. If you would have asked us that 2 years ago, we would have all pinched ourselves. So we need to realise how far we've come, how proud we all are of each other to have worked really hard to get here, and like I said, it's disappointing to go out, but we'll all walk out of that change room with our heads held high and proud of each other.
How frustrating was it maybe that you couldn't get that quality of ball in that final third?
Yeah, no, of course we're frustrated. We would have loved to have played better, created more chances, but it just didn't happen for us this tournament. I think in the past, in the last 2 Euros, we've we've got out the group, we've had great success, so the expectation is always there for us to continue to do that. But it doesn't always happen. Like I said, in football, it's been difficult this tournament. We haven't played very well, but I think the one thing we can always take is we always give 100%. We always play with our hearts, and we give everything. So we can never have any regrets. We'll walk out, like I said, with our heads held high, and yeah, I'm sure everybody in Wales appreciates that.
You have given that Welsh shirt so much. You are Wales's leading goal scorer. You are Wales's most capped player. How much more have you got to give that Welsh shirt?
Yeah, no, I'll keep going as long as I can and as long as I'm wanted. So it's a difficult moment now, obviously, but yeah, we go again. We have a qualifying campaign starting now again in March, and yeah, we have a few months to get away from international football now, which is obviously disappointing, but we'd love to stay longer. But yeah, we go again in March.
Gareth Bale involved?
I hope so, yes.
Gareth, thank you very much.
Yeah, what a player. Just loves playing for Wales, wants to go on forever. Then we all do, don't we? But sometimes our powers wane, don't they?
That's great news if you're a Welsh fan. You know, it's got to go, and like I keep saying, it's to pass the experience on. And I don't think we've got anyone to replace him at the moment.
No.
So until we get that replacement, you know, hopefully Gareth will carry on playing.
He's probably irreplaceable.
Yeah, well, yeah. No, I don't think you can replace Gareth Bale, but he's give the Welsh fans so many good moments over the years that you know he goes down as the greatest for me. You know, Welsh, the best Welsh football player ever, and that's his legacy. He's been unbelievable. So whatever he chooses to do from now on, he deserves it.
This is a very unusual broadcast because we're going from obviously you two guys for Wales and it's all sadness, and then we're trying to with England. It's very unusual. It doesn't really happen in any other game that you do.
We're going to be all right,
Let's not be patronising either. But England, excited?
Yeah, I am, but I'm trying to remain controlled.
Yeah, that's important, and that's what Gareth will be trying to do as well.
And I think that the media and I think the fans need to be controlled, and then there's going to be tougher opposition ahead. Don't get carried away, but enjoy what we saw today. And I think take the good parts out of the second half, especially. If we can carry that on into the tournament, we have a chance.
Yeah, the knockers all go. They haven't played anyone yet,
what?
Yeah. I know.
Really positive.
They've got
confidence.
They've scored 9 goals already at this World Cup.
Looking very good in forward positions, midfield looking strong defensively. So it's all positive for England at this moment in time, and that can only be a good thing.
Yeah. Knockout tournaments, you never know. They get exciting soon. That's for sure. Ian, lovely to see you. Thank you, Rio, Alan, and of course Ashley. That's it. I'm afraid it's goodbye to Wales. England, though, hit the mark. Us. Goodbye.